Hello my dear friends, this is Biker at Heart. If you watched my previous video to this, then you will probably understand better what I'm talking about, and this is a continuation from that. What I couldn't focus on earlier was that my struggle was when I broke up, different things happened. And it was as if somebody had thrown a bomb on me and I had to deal with that. So let's say if you're on your own or you are just married. I am single, I had 2 children living with me, my teenage daughter, my youngest, and my mother lives with me. It's different. If I had the choice, I would have probably dealt with that bomb by just giving my body time to heal, because it does affect you physically, it's not just mental. Anguish, I never really felt anguish to such an extent. Lost, totally lost, didn't know what was happening, where my future stood. I was in overdrive, I just had to rush and get on with my life, yeah? I had lost my job, I had lost other things, and I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing. I don't take medication, I've never done drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I couldn't hide under any vice. So instead of, for example, dealing with that bomb and giving myself time, let's say for a couple of months, I had to compress it, if this makes sense to you, and stretch it for 1.5 years roughly. The other thing was, I wasn't going to give that man the pleasure of beating me by crushing my soul and crushing everything about me. And although I did look for a job and I got the job and I started work, I couldn't deal with it. I just had I don't know if it was a nervous breakdown, I just broke down, I was in tears. As I said in my earlier video, when the nurse was doing the medical and she asked me about depression, well, I don't think I ever dealt with or felt depression to such an extent. And when people talk about mental health, I don't know if I was struggling with a mental issue, maybe it was. But what helped me was talking. I did go and see a counselor, and that really helped, because I wasn't feeling able to talk to my mother. We've never really had a close relationship, so that was really difficult for me to want to hide under the duvet and just give myself the time I needed to heal. I wasn't able to do that. And my 2 daughters, I didn't want to let them down. And I didn't want to give him the pleasure either of knowing that he crushed me. So I had so much to deal with without having anywhere to hide. So yeah, it's taken me a long time, and although through some of the videos that you've known me now for, let's say, roughly half a year, some of you say, really, you struggled with something? I didn't know your past and I didn't know what you were going through, and you come across as a female. Now I know what that means, alpha female, and very level-headed, very strong, very focused, very determined. I can hide my difficulties well, and as I say to other people now, don't feel ashamed to open up. I genuinely mean it, and I know it's not easy, because if a child struggles to open up, we struggle even more, because it is frowned upon, isn't it? It seems like a sign of weakness that you are not able to deal with something. When you grow up, nobody throws you the book of life, isn't it? We all have different ways of coping and dealing with things. Some people need time to recover from a trauma, physically, not just mentally. And it is serious if it's either financial or a marriage breakup, or you've lost somebody that you love, you've lost your job. You know, these are serious issues that take a lot from a person to recover from. But I will say to you that I am not going to give that man the pleasure of assuming he's ever beaten me. He almost crushed me. And I'm 98% sure I am in a far better place than he is right now. And yes, just a suggestion from watching all these inspirational videos over the last few weeks and months, that it is easy to listen to them once you have come out from the depth of despair. You can't deal with anything at that point because you feel resentful that all these happily engaged in a relationship or married couples, you know, these people that are in a good place, talk to you about inspiration and focus and be determined to look towards your dream and you know, don't let anything deter you from it. If you are in that deep dark well, you can't focus on inspiration. You need people that really genuinely care, and I have found a lot of those on Twitter, and I am forever grateful for that. So yes, this is just me letting you know that my situation was very difficult, and what's helped me through it was not necessarily drugs, but my own determination in an incredible challenge that I hope never to experience again. The fact that I am a single mother didn't let me the chance to do anything stupid to my life. But the main focus was, I know my worth, and I am worth more than that person ever gave me credit for and ever told me I was worth. And I am here today, thank you to a lot of you, and my own will to survive and keep going. And I know that there are great things waiting for me. Thank you so much for listening. Love you all. Stay safe. See you soon.